How to find yield farming opportunities, how to find pools, how to get into positions, how we search for this stuff. Now, there's a big suite of tools you can use. Some are paid, some are free. Everything you need is free. You don't have to pay for this stuff. So I'm going to go through a few tools that you can use. We're going to start with Crystal. We're going to look at DeFi Llama. We'll probably hop in. By the way, if you're in the UIG, just head over to DeFi Frameworks. If you scroll down, you can go hunting for opportunities. We also cover My Merlin and Mango Moss, and we do have a few other tools. Mango Moss is an awesome tool, by the way. We are actually in the talks and works of working out a really, really awesome partnership to potentially give our underdog investors full access to the Mango Moss Pro app, plus some of the development that's happening behind the scenes. There will literally be nothing better than that. But anywho, you really only need a couple tools. Now, please also remember that these APRs aren't always, well, they won't be accurate because they're going off very limited data. And then they collect that data based off volume and trading fees and then give you a estimated return. Every time I'm getting into something, I'll start with a test amount, let's just say $100, and let it sit for 24 hours to get a more realistic look. But even then, remember, we get paid fees, and as volume shift, so do the returns, so do the APR. So we do like to look at history. And again, the higher TVL and the more blue chip the pool, the more consistent that return is. So like our ETH USDC stuff has been doing around 110% steady for the last month. Some days are lower, some days are higher, but on average, we're making over 100% on ETH. Whereas if you're in a meme coin pair or if you're in a lower market cap pair and there's more volatility and trading volumes go up and down, and it's kind of like if this person tweets about it, volumes go up, and if no one talks about it, volumes go down, then obviously this is going to fluctuate a lot. So we do typically look at blue chip pools or even stable coin pools, and we look for higher TVL pools. So here on Crystal, this is freaking awesome. You don't have to use Crystal to actually enter positions if you don't want to pay their fees. But to me, it's one of the best tools out there. You can select your chain. So let's just say we want to go on base mainnet. It'll give us some of the top blue chip pools. We've been in the ETH USDC stuff. Of course, this is going to show you PancakeSwap, Uniswap, SushiSwap, but on Aerodrome, it's also been killing it. So what I'm ultimately getting at is you can select your chain here. Again, for example, base. It'll give you some ideas for best blue chip pools and best stablecoin pools. But again, you can search for your own. So we can go over to wherever you want to go, Arbitrum. Same idea. It'll show you the top blue chip style pools and best stablecoin pools. Let's just go over to base and select something that I'm fairly familiar with. Let's go at APRs. We'll set them high. Let's just go to this one here, $14 million TVL. Massive, massive pool here over on Uniswap. And obviously using the Crystal Dapp, you can set your ranges. It'll give you a bit of like a estimate based upon the price of ETH here. It'll be like, hey, this would be a fairly conservative range that you will be in range in for. Again, it can't predict the markets, but based on just history, here's a range that would suit you. Of course, you can modify that and you can say, hey, if I entered $1,000, what would I be earning per day? $1.42, monthly $42, etc., etc. You can play with the ranges. And obviously you can see how much your income per month would shift dependent on your range. You go super tight, I mean, you're earning 25% a month, but of course the chance of getting out of range increases, and we're being very aggressive here, but just showing you the Crystal Dapp. Super, super awesome, super easy to use. Now, if you want, you can actually add liquidity and zap in straight onto Uniswap right off Crystal. The fees that you're sometimes charged are fairly high, but you can find the exact same pool and enter the exact same position natively on Uniswap, or you could use a tool like Aperture, etc., etc. Also, DeFi Llama is great for hunting for opportunity. You can start on the chains here if you like, and you can have a look at what's the flow in and out of these chains. Let's go to Base again. You can have a look at the different protocols built on Base, from lending, yield aggregator, Beefy, I'm a big fan, Aerodrome, the biggest DEX on Base, Extra Finance, Aave for lending, etc. You can kind of start hunting for what protocol do I want to get involved with? What do I want to start researching and looking at? Again, you could just go natively to Aerodrome, open up the website, go to liquidity, and we can start hunting for opportunity. Here, I'm a big fan of $USDC, 20% ish on a stablecoin pair, which has been awesome. OVN USD Plus has been doing wonders for us. We use a protocol called VFAT to manage some of our Aerodrome positions. So as you can see, I can hop onto VFAT, Head on over to deposits and you can see some of my aerodrome positions are managed through VFAT. I can manage the ranges, etc., etc. I can even auto harvest, auto rebalance, and even set up auto harvesting. And I can even tell VFAT how I want to harvest those aero rewards. I convert them to stablecoin, of course, put them in my wallet, lend them out, and then redeploy when the markets turn. But going back to DeFi Llama, you can also go to yields and you can set different parameters here. So you may search for TVL needs to be at least $500,000. Bam, I can start searching for APYs and I can start looking at different potential opportunities. You got fetch wrapped ETH here on Uniswap, 277%. Again, that calculation is based upon history. These aren't always accurate. You've got to click through, you've got to do the math, and you've got to see for yourself. Wrapped ETH GMX, ARB USDC over on Merkle. What else we got? We've got OVN USD Plus on Aerodrome. Again, this is like a bunch of little cookie crumbs, and you can start saying, hey, all right, I want to save this one. I'm interested in this one. You know we're big fans of SUI USDC still over on Turbos. And if you know your way around DEXs and you know your way around DeFi, pretty easy to just click through Turbos, find that exact pool, SUI USDC, click through to it, set your range, enter, etc. Extra finance. What else we got? Wrapped ETH ARB over on Merkle, Wrapped ETH USDC over on Merkle on the Arbitrum chain, $6 million in TVL, 114% return. Cetus, of course, is also an awesome DEX on the SUI blockchain, USDC SUI at 107%, super awesome. And you get the point. I mean, Wrapped ETH DAI over here. And you'll see Beefy popping up a lot. Again, we do use Beefy again for more of our blue chip plays, BTC, USDC included. If I'm doing 81% on Bitcoin and I keep auto compounding that Bitcoin, I'm buying more Bitcoin every single day. If I click on this, there we go. You can see that every single day, 764, 795, $818 collected. And this is in USDC, not wrapped Bitcoin. Here it's 1,500 plus 1,500, $3,000. You get the point. Another $100, another $100, another $100. Now I'm up to almost $2,000 in Bitcoin and $2,000 in USDT. And of course, I just auto compound that back in. It's kind of a long-term play. I do hold almost 200K in Bitcoin in my wallet for pure price appreciation, but this is for fee collection in a blue chip pool with blue chip assets that I believe in long-term anyway. So if markets do pull back a little, awesome. My liquidity pool is worth a little bit less. I'm still earning fees. And as markets correct, my pool value rises, etc., etc. I could do a video on that. If you do want a video on the math on that, because it's not so simple, especially if you've locked in a permanent loss and you've kind of auto rebalanced, do let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to work the math out for you. You get the point. And so these two tools, if you spend an hour on them today, that's my homework for you. If you spend an hour, click around, play with them, research, go down the rabbit hole. Oh, okay, Uniswap V2. Oh, wait, what's that? Oh, V2, got it. Interesting. And you can go down the rabbit hole. Or you might find something where you're like, what is WLD? Or you might find something with like a ton of total value locked. And you're like, what is that? Or you might find Thorchain. And you're like, what is Thorchain? And as you click through and you start investigating different platforms, your mind will be blown with how much opportunity and how much technology. And we're early. We are early in this stuff. I'm going to wrap it there. If you have any follow-up questions, do let me know in the comments. We're happy to make videos based on the questions you ask. If you want to dive deeper into other tools, maybe you want to dive deeper into that Mango Moss, happy to do a video for you on that. Plus, I'm really excited for what's coming down the pipeline with Mango Moss. If you'd like a video on exploring different positions, different pools, different tools, whatever you got, do leave it in the comments below. With that said, I'm also going to leave 4 videos on the 4 corners of your screen. Dive into this stuff, study up. And with that said, we'll talk soon. Peace.